Here's the plan. I'm gonna drink this Red Bull. It's only a small can. By the time I get to the bottom, I am going to stop talking about Red Bull. I've got a Red Bull addiction. I'm not gonna deny it. It's not the addiction to the point though where I feel like I need Red Bull day to day to live. It's more so, if you give me like 10 cans, I'll drink that all in an hour. I know that a lot of people get like such a huge buzz of drinking energy drinks, but it takes like 3 or 4 to actually hit me. In a sense, I guess you can say my body has become immune to it. Like, it's pretty bad. So why Red Bull? Why not any other energy drink? Well, I've always followed a YouTuber / professional athlete called Ronan. He is the one who got me strictly into Red Bull. My biggest goal like 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago, was to get sponsored by Red Bull. I drank it all the time, I advertised it a bit too heavily. It ended up turning to the point where I was starting to get sent 30 cans a month, which it's a stepping stone. Because I'll be honest, I feel like I advertise it a lot more than athletes do. No, I'm not 100% sponsored by Red Bull. I'd say it's more of an ambassadorship. I'm on the friends list. I've always had in the back of my mind that becoming sponsored means you're getting paid from a brand to advertise that brand. It's not bad, you know, I'm not frothing over it 100%. If I don't have any Red Bull around or near me, I'm not fussing, I'm not complaining, I'm not over here just like, oh my gosh, like, I need Red Bull. It's just more so when I know that I have it in my fridge, I will go straight to that fridge and then start drinking it. I honestly do feel like Red Bull vitalizes my body and mind though. It honestly does. I feel a lot of my creativity comes from drinking Red Bull. Back home in New Zealand, I was up editing super late and I did not like coffee. Coffee just didn't sit well with me, and Red Bull was right there. It was literally like right there. Like I had a Red Bull fridge and everything, like it was crazy. So I could just reach and grab Red Bull, chug it down, and then I'll be producing content. I give big props with Red Bull in the sense of energy and creativity wise. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of bad side effects. Literally on the can it says usage 2 cans max daily. I'm drinking at least between 4 to 6 cans a day. I'm basically asking for a heart attack in that sense. I know Jon Olsen has been drinking Red Bull for years on end, as well as Jamie O'Brien, a professional surfer in Hawaii. You know, it's just what you do, and it is a sense of advertisements for them. This is more choice, like I'm drinking it because I want to, makes me feel good, gives me the energy I need to start these vlogs, you know. Also, I can proudly say that Red Bull has helped me with my confidence, 100%. So take for example, going clubbing, going to parties. A lot of people drink alcohol because it helps them get in the group, helps them get confident. I never drank. I was never a drinker. I don't drink alcohol to have fun. I used to rock up to parties and go out clubbing and only just grab Red Bull because 2 reasons. One, I used to bust down. I used to go hard. I'm like, oh man, Red Bull would spike my energy levels to the max. And 2, I didn't wake up the next morning hungover, mainly because in the morning I would grab a Red Bull out of the fridge. It made me feel a lot better. So I've never really felt any side effect. I feel like alcohol is a lot worse than Red Bull. And I know I can be quite stupid with it sometimes, but that's just the way I am. I've got a lot of friends who work for Red Bull back in New Zealand. My involvement with Red Bull kind of came from that. They reached out to me back in the day and we got to talking, and now they like sending me to events and things like that, which is pretty awesome. There is one story where I felt like I did go overboard with the Red Bull, and that's when I was shooting a wedding in Mount Maunganui. The wedding wasn't until sunset. I think from the morning up until I got to the mount, which was around 4 p.m. I think I had like three or 4 Red Bulls like throughout the day, just, you know, keeping myself active. As soon as I got to the mount, I bought another Red Bull because I was super nervous. I hadn't shot a wedding in a while. So yeah, I had one there, so that's around about 4, maybe I think I had 4 Red Bulls by the time I was on the mount. We went out for dinner that night, which I had to drive home, so I couldn't drink any alcohol, you know, have like a chilled beer or something. And I didn't want any type of fizzy drink, so I bought more Red Bull, and I think I had another 3 Red Bull that night. So that's 7 Red Bulls. It wasn't until the last Red Bull that I felt it. I would pick up my knife and fork and I would be shaking. My hands would be going nuts and I would feel like my heart was about to explode. I was just filled up with so much energy that I just needed to get out and run. So I ended up excusing myself from the table. I went outside and I can proudly say I think I ran like 2 kilometers. I was going nuts. Like, it was at that point that I realized, Ronan, you need to tone it down, because that was really bad of me to do that. And actually quite recently I've been having a lot of twitches. Like my eye would be twitching, my hand would just be twitching every now and then. It'll be a bit weird, like it's never happened to me before. I searched it up online, searched up what the side effect, like why does my eye keep twitching, and it says that the side effects are stress, anxiety, and caffeine. 80 milligrams of caffeine. So my daily dose of caffeine is 312 milligrams max. I think I've been peaking at 240 max, yeah. See, now that's the thing. I don't think it's bad. I just think it's just, you know, a few things here and there. If you drank alcohol every single day, heavily, like the way I drink Red Bull, you would feel side effects. When you first meet me, you'll probably ask, like, do you want to go out for a coffee? I'll probably say, I'll have a Red Bull. Especially with how the hot weather we're going now, why would I want a warm beverage when I can have a fresh, cool one? I don't encourage people to drink energy drinks excessively unless it's needed, you know? Like, I mean, of course I'm an editor. I'm always on the grind. I'm always trying to make myself better than before. I'm always trying to be creative. Red Bull helps me do that. A lot of people say, you know, you don't need alcohol to have fun at a party, but it surely does help. Well, you don't need Red Bull to create epic content, but it does help. I can probably say I have an addiction in that sense, but not to the point where I'm fiending it each day. I'm not gonna drink that last bit because it's a bit warm. You know, that's how fast it warms up here. So we're gonna leave it there, and we're just gonna enjoy the day as it goes. All right. To me, Red Bull's more of a lifestyle than an addiction. I will pace myself slowly, but in the meantime, I'll catch you guys in the next video.